Hello students, welcome to GV channel. So in today class, we'll discuss the different two types of laminar flow and turbulent flow, and also discuss the difference between these two, and we'll understand the working of and as well as significance and the importance of the Reynolds number with formula and everything. And in previous video lectures, we discussed the different types of fluid flow like steady flow, unsteady flow, uniform flow and non-uniform flow also, and rotational and irrotational flow also. And the video lectures of that these three types of flow is given in the description box. You click on this link and you can understand the meaning of steady and unsteady flow. So here, first we'll discuss the laminar flow definition. It is a type of flow in which fluid particles or layers of fluid or streamlines, both are same, move along a well-defined path. Means it will move parallel to each other, well-defined path, and each layers of fluid move parallel to each other. That is called as laminar flow. So what we'll do, we'll take one simple example with one pipe. This is the pipe, so in which some fluid is flowing. Take this liquid, some liquid, water, oil, anything. So D is the diameter of the pipe. It is important. I will take here D is the diameter of the pipe, and as well as I will take V is the velocity of this pipe, and as well as U, that is mu, we will take it as viscosity of this given fluid. Viscosity mu is dynamic viscosity. I need these two parameters when I am giving a formula for Reynolds number. V is velocity. So in the laminar flow, so let us consider this is a one streamline path or one layer of fluid, second layer of fluid or fluid particle. Here is the definition, fluid particle or layers of fluid, each layers of fluid, or you can also use the word streamlines. Okay, this is one layer of fluid, second, third, similarly 4, 5, 6. There is a number of layers of fluid. So each layer will move, it is a well-defined path, it will move in the same direction, and it will does not disturb the neighboring or adjacent fluid particle. The second fluid particle or the second layer of fluid will not disturb the flow of third fluid particle or third layer of fluid. So each and every layer of fluids will flow, will move in a well-defined path, and each layers are parallel to each other. So such type of flow is called as laminar flow. Now the question arises, so laminar flow is possible, where we can see the laminar flow for which fluids? So any fluid which is for high viscosity fluids, high viscosity, you take any high viscosity fluids that will undergoes a laminar flow. For example, honey. Honey is a flow of honey is also, you can see the laminar flow, or you can see some lubrication oil, which is used for in automobiles or everywhere to reduce the friction. So lubrication oil also can consider as the laminar flow fluids. There are any oils which has a high viscosity that fluids undergoes laminar flow. So that is the reason laminar flow is also called as viscous flow, right? It is a viscous flow. Viscous flow is same as laminar flow. Why we are using the word viscous means that fluids undergoes for high viscosity fluids. The laminar flow or the laminar flow will visualize between for high viscosity fluids only. Then in the turbulent flow, again I will consider one type pipe. D is the diameter of the pipe. Okay, and V is the velocity, and as well as mu is the viscosity of the given fluid. Fluid is liquid. Let us take liquid, and it is flowing through this pipe. So what is the definition says? It is a type of flow in which the fluid particles, or you can use the word fluid layers or streamlines, move in a zigzag manner For example, it is a one layer of fluid, second layer of fluid, third layer of fluid, fourth, fifth. Okay, number of layers of fluid. So this layer will go certain distance and it will mix. It will undergo zigzag manner. So each fluid particles, each layer of fluid undergoes a zigzag, and it will create a disturbance between the layers of the fluid. So this type of flow is called as turbulent flow. Turbulent flow. So turbulent flow will be observed for low viscosity fluids. It will be also low viscosity and high velocity. High velocity. When the fluid is flowing through with high velocity through the pipe, then we can observe the turbulent flow. And if the fluid is flowing with low velocity, there is a chances of flowing laminar flow. Okay, that is the difference between the laminar flow and turbulent flow. So what I do, we will take some examples here. Here I have taken two different pipes. So this is a pipe 1. Here this is layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. You can see the different layers. This is the inlet, this is outlet. This is the direction of the fluid which is flowing. Okay, so here there is no disturbance or there is no zigzag manner between the layers of fluids. So each and every fluid particle is following its well-defined path. So it is a laminar flow profile. But in the second pipe, you can see there is a vortex formation and there is a spiral movement, and each layer of fluid will be disturbed with another layer of fluids, adjacent layer of fluids. So this type of flow, it is called as turbulent flow profile. Okay, the same is explained with some little bit different diagrams here. So this is a turbulent flow and this is laminar flow. Examples, what are the real application examples, what you can see here is, for example, flow of water in a river or in a canal. So for certain height, for certain distance, it is a laminar flow. So due to change in the diameter of the pipe or due to change in the direction of the fluid, maybe the diameter of the pipe is increasing suddenly or decreasing suddenly. So due to change in the diameter, due to change in the direction of the fluids, so will undergo, you can see the turbulent flow. So laminar flow will be converted into turbulent flow because of change in the direction of the fluid. For example, this is a pipe. Here I will increase the diameter of the pipe. Here it is 10 centimeter, here it is 20 centimeter diameter. So when the fluid is flowing through this pipe, suddenly change in the diameter will create some vortex formation in the corner. So due to vortex formation in this region, you can see the turbulent flow. Okay, and as well as change in the direction also. Here, if it is towards moving the right side, suddenly there is a change in the direction. So due to change in direction also, you can see the conversion of laminar flow to turbulent flow, because there will be some losses, that is called major loss and minor losses. We'll discuss in the next topic or in the future videos. Dear students, you understand one more word here. Transitional means it is a type or it is a point or the phase or the plane where laminar flow is converted into turbulent flow. Understood? So I given an example here. So here this is a pipe is there. So from here to here it is laminar flow. Suddenly the laminar flow is converted into turbulent flow. Okay. So this particular point we will call it as transition phase or transition point. Okay. Next point what we discuss is Reynolds number. Okay. Reynolds number, it is a dimensionless number and is defined as the ratio of inertia force to the viscous force. Inertia force is rho, that is density of the fluid. Here is the rho, density of the fluid, and u is the velocity of the fluid, and d is the diameter. This is called inertia force. divided by viscous force is mu. Okay, this is the one formula of Reynolds number. The same formula can be written like ud as it is mu by rho, means the ratio of dynamic viscosity to the density of the fluid is kinematic viscosity, that is nu. This is also formula will be used for solving the numericals or to identify whether the flow is laminar or turbulent, because the pipe is a closed conduct. The pipe is a closed conduct and it is not transparent. We cannot see the flow of fluid inside the pipe, whether it is laminar flow or turbulent flow, but we can measure the velocity using some instrument. We can measure the type of viscosity because the oil we are supplying to the pipe, we can measure the viscosity, density, it is in our hand. But the visualization, the flow of fluid inside the pipe will be very difficult to visualize, observe. So for that reason, the Reynolds number will be calculated. The Reynolds number, it gives whether the flow is laminar or turbulent. If the value of Reynolds number, if it is less than 2300, it is a laminar flow. Here is a given Reynolds number. If it is less than or equal to 2300, it is called as laminar flow. If the Reynolds number is more than 3000, Reynolds number, if it is more than 3000, then type of flow will be, it is a turbulent flow. It will be, Reynolds number is more than 3000. Now, there will be a Reynolds number between 2300 and 3000, because if it is less than 2300 and more than 3000, that type of flow is a translation flow, transition. So in this flow, in this plane or in this phase, some books also use the word transition phase. In the transition phase, the fluid is converting from laminar to turbulent. That is between 2300 to 3000. If the Reynolds number is between 2300 to 3000 range, then we will call it as transition phase, transition flow, okay, or converting laminar flow to turbulent flow. So this is an brief description or explanation about laminar flow and turbulent flow. Here U is the velocity of the fluid which is flowing through the pipe, D is the diameter, mu is the dynamic viscosity, and if you divide it by rho, that is density of the fluid, then it will be given as kinematic viscosity. Okay, so now in the next video lectures, we'll understand the different types of fluid flow, and we'll derive an expression for continuity equation and some other topics of fluid mechanics. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.